My name is Brad Gleason. I'm Director of Entrepreneurial Operations, and what students can engage in at Gannon crosses what we call the Gannon ecosystem. And that means that we serve small businesses at Gannon, we serve mid-sized businesses at Gannon, and then I also structure student engagements for faculty and students across research and operations and specialty projects year-round. So there's a Student Success Center where they learn how to create and update a resume. I encourage that as the first step, and then bringing that resume to me. We keep them on file and we post jobs on a site where all students can see when these jobs open up. Then we go through an interview process and assemble students on teams to support corporations around the country. Being on a team at Gannon as it relates to contract work is critical to how we do things. One is, with a team, you learn how to work in a group, which is simulated when you go out into the workforce. But we also want a faculty member or two on your team as well to oversee the learning that you've taken on and making sure that's being applied in the work that you do for a corporation. So every student comes to Gannon not only to learn, but eventually they want to be hired. And so the access to a company gives them their first chance to be seen by a company, to understand their work ethic, their quality of work, and then to get to know them as a leader. So the mutual benefit is, yes, Gannon brings in a company that is paying for work, but the student gets exposure to the company. And eventually, if the project goes right, the company makes an informed decision to hire the student, and the student does the same thing. They make an informed decision to go work for the company. So when we're scoping in work, we're trying to identify the needs of a company with what we're teaching in the classroom. We want to make sure there's a nice daisy chain between learning and doing. Applied has to be tied to academics, and academic has to be attached to applied opportunities, and the corporations play a key role in that. But we want to make sure too that the faculty are involved, because serendipity happens, where if we do the work, there might be something the faculty member has as their expertise that they apply to the work, and that builds a deeper, longer relationship with the company. And along the way, the students discover things about themselves as well. Well, return on investment is something that's been in place all along. You come to Gannon, you know you're going to learn, but you're also going to be exposed to what's going on in the community, and the corporations are a part of that. So we want to make sure when a student comes to Gannon, the return on investment is immediate and consistent throughout their time at Gannon. So we do that by bringing the corporations into the classroom, bringing them into the clubs, and then creating applied contract work so the students can apply that. They'll make a couple dollars, but we're going to anchor the learning, and the students are going to excel to maybe then be a successful intern for a company and eventually a hire.